Tonight, here's what people are talking about.
Hi, Brad. You know how cute I always thought you were?
Okay, it is on. We have a frame by frame, I know you love this, breakdown of Brad and Jen back together at least for one night.
Then, kissing on a park bench will tell you everything you need to know about Katie and her new man.
Plus, it's Emmy weekend, and we have the ultimate Emmy-style flashback featuring guess who? Yes, back to them.
Brace yourself, Jennifer Aniston.
It's unfair.
It's Friday. We're just getting started. We've got the exclusive SJP.
I must confess.
And our first ever, well-deserved, I might say, style star of the week.
You didn't even stop me? I think I already know who it is. People starts right
Now.
Welcome to People.
Hi, Adams.
Hi, Jackson.
How you doing?
Good, honey. How are you doing?
I'm all right.
Oh, I loved every second Brad and Jennifer the same screen.
Obsessed. We begin with what people are talking about.
Lawrence, this is what everyone is talking about.
Everything.
Pitt and Aniston finally back together, at least on the small screen.
Hi, Aniston.
Hi, Pitt.
How you doing?
Good, honey. How are you doing?
I'm all right.
Fans of Brad and Jen are loving every minute of the star-studded Fast Times table read, especially the racy scenes.
Hi, Brad. You know how cute I always thought you were? I think you're so sexy.
Aniston read the part of Linda, originally played by Phoebe Cates, even whipping off her denim skirt to reveal a sexy red string bikini. Brad played Brad Hamilton, a bit scruffier though.
None of you guys have gotten a haircut.
COVID.
Who lusts after her. The dialogue and scene setting were so awkwardly sexy, even their A-list co-stars couldn't keep a straight face.
Her eyes are filled with desire. Lord have mercy. She takes Brad's hands and places them on her as she begins unbuttoning his shirt.
This was all put together by comedian Dane Cook.
There's people that have that thing, they're just larger than life.
It's the first time the friendly exes have been on screen together since their 2005 divorce. Jen invited him to her 50th birthday party and Christmas party last year, and they were snapped in January congratulating each other backstage at the SAG Awards. I spoke with People Magazine's Nigel Smith about the fascination with them. What is it that people love to see about these two together? I can't even explain it myself.
Well, they are two of the most famous people in the world, and they're obviously very, very good looking. They have great chemistry. It's obvious that they're still pretty close, and they're more comfortable sharing that with the public. And I think a lot of their fans obviously wish that they would get back together. I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon, but people just love these two together.
But don't expect a romantic reunion. I know. Brad's been spending time with German model Nicole Poturalski.
They were recently spotted out for the first time just a few weeks ago in the south of France on a little vacation. And we actually had sourcing come in a couple days later saying that they've actually known each other since last year. I wouldn't go so far maybe as to label her his girlfriend, but they are getting to know one another.
She is stunning, that Nicole, but I just want them to both be happy together.
Real cute, real cute. But you definitely got to get yourself right.
Listen, Lawrence, there are two other huge stars out in public with their new men, and that leads off tonight's Heart Monitor. Katie Holmes is locking lips with her new flame. The 41-year-old is said to be smitten with Emilio Vitolo Jr. A source tells People that the 33-year-old chef is, quote, very charming. The pair certainly packed on the PDA in New York Central Park. Halle Berry has the name of her new love emblazoned on her t-shirt. The Oscar winner is dating Van Hunt, a Grammy Award-winning singer. Halle has been teasing the romance for months. On July 19th, she posted this photo playing footsie with the fellow, writing, quote, Sunday Fun Day. A month later, she shared this image with the message, quote, waking up Vegas. Thank you for all the beautiful birthday wishes. Hunt has also teased the relationship, sharing photos of himself being kissed by a woman who looks a lot like Halle. Now, Halle is putting all the speculation to bed with her latest post. Quote, now you know.
The baby's really, really healthy, and he's big. He's probably good.
Chrissy Teigen accidentally shared the sex of her baby. Chrissy slipped up while giving her 31 million followers an update on her health. She's having pregnancy complications and is on bed rest.
He's big. He's probably good.
Now to another People exclusive, this time with Sarah Jessica Parker. SJP never wanted to let a quarantine cramp her style.
Not one bit. The shoe guru explains to us how to make the most of fashion at home during the corona times.
I must confess, women and some men are buying heels still.
Leave it to SJP to find a way to make us look a little more stylish. All it takes is a pair of heels.
I just think height and comfort and the way it makes you stand and color, it has a thing.
Sarah is showing off her SJP collection shoe line and her flower lace face mask on the cover of FN magazine. She opened up a store in New York during the pandemic, which has special meaning. It's the same storefront where Carrie Bradshaw shopped for her Manolos.
I have real, sincere memories of that, making those purchases, not making purchases, looking at stuff, and then its role in Sex and the City.
And just because you may be home on Zoom in sweatpants, Sarah says there is always a way to dress up your feet.
We always tell women when they come in the shop, they're like, well, what can I wear this with? And we go, we can wear it with everything. And in the winter, you can wear it with tube socks, or black tights, or black woolen tights, or leggings, or jeans, or sweatpants, or a kilt.
A lot of good advice in that one, Kay. I know you've mentioned at some point wanting a little shoe cam, so when we're ready, when the feet are ready.
I don't want to be on Wiki Feet, but I do want free shoes from SJP, so bring them on. Now from stylish SJP to our first ever People Style Star of the Week.
Kay, this one was kind of a no-brainer, super easy. She stars in Antebellum, out today on video on demand. She's smart, she's talented, she's beautiful. Her music is amazing, and I actually admire her just on a human level. It's Janelle Monáe. Dazzling in a sheer Ellie Saab dress, Janelle made quite an entrance at the premiere, fabulous in 14 carats jewelry. She was even on point with her face mask by Alona Kononova. And I gotta cue my crew up to give some audience claps because you're officially our very first People Style Star of the Week. So let's get some hand rounds for that.
Oh wow, really? Yeah, I got a whole new look. Look, I done cut my hair off and everything. So I'm thankful, I'm honored, to just be seen and out and about here with you.
Whoever you were before, that's over.
In the scary thriller Antebellum, Janelle lands her first ever starring role. She joined the rest of the cast at the socially distanced premiere in LA with fans watching from their cars on top of a parking garage. We've seen a lot of people adjust to the times, but this premiere was quite special. Can you talk to me about it?
It was special, and it was also weird. It was like my first time out since the pandemic, and getting dressed up and being around folks. I love drive-in, so when I came, I was just overwhelmed by the production of it all.
I've seen her live many a time. So talented, so stunning. Janelle is our style star. Coming up, more style. Yes, our Emmy red carpet fashion look back as only people can do, Lawrence.
Absolutely. Plus, Shania Twain on being a sexy country star.
I mean, that's not hard. Speaking of sexy stars, Jeremy!
Hey, tying it all in.
What do we got?
Here we go, our favorite game, our masked star. Here are our clues. We reported on her in yesterday's show. It's a big clue. Disney gave her her first big break, and she sang for President Clinton when she was just 12. She also cut my bangs in an interview once, which should really give it away, I'm sure. The reveal later, back in a moment.
Do you know where you can go today? Go home soon?
Absolutely precious. Now, the coronavirus pandemic has been especially hard on expectant moms and their families.
Yes, it have. Hospitals have been enforcing strict guidelines on who can visit newborns, but as you could imagine, the stress of childbirth is only amplified when the baby is born premature.
And now one Pittsburgh hospital is using an innovative program to help form important bonds between baby and family.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
A newborn is being comforted by the sweet sound of his brother's voice.
Like a diamond in the sky.
Little Neil is in the neonatal intensive care unit at McGee Women's Hospital in Pittsburgh. He was born 12 weeks premature. Due to the coronavirus pandemic, mom and dad are the only ones allowed to visit. But thanks to a sound therapy program, 5-year-old Amos is recorded reading his favorite book.
If you were a penguin. Look at all those penguins.
And that same recording is played through this infant soother for his little brother at the hospital.
If you were a penguin, what could you do?
The story behind that tiny blue whale is bittersweet.
He was a fighter.
Melanie and Chris Finnegan lost their son Liam in 2009.
He was very sick. His lungs were not developed. He was 1 pound, 9 ounces when he was born. As a mother, I couldn't hold him very often. I never got to feed him.
The worried mom quickly learned that music helps calm premature babies.
I bought a little CD player and brought in some piano music and some lullabies. The nurses would play it for him when he fussed at night, and they would tell me it would get better.
After 3 months in the NICU, Melanie and Chris thought he was strong enough to come home. Unfortunately, things took a turn for the worse, and Liam's fragile lungs couldn't take much more.
I said, there's nothing that we can do to get him to live, and she said no.
The heartbreaking loss was more than Melanie and Chris could bear, but through it all, these grieving parents remembered the importance of soothing music for their newborn and launched the Liam Finnegan Music Program.
In the beginning, we bought CD players and CDs, and we made sure that they were available.
Eventually, they found these sweet soothers that not only allowed families to play music, but also record audio. Little Neil is one of the beneficiaries of this program. He's now home with his big brother, whose voice helped ease his anguished nights. Amos showed us the book he read to Neil.
Then it's like this on the back and this on the front.
That was a really important way for us to kind of meet the need for us to feel like we were doing something to create a bonding experience for Big Brother, who really didn't get to do a lot of the things that a Big Brother would get to do right away.
As for Melanie and Chris, they say the program keeps their son's spirit alive.
It also helps his name never to be forgotten.
I feel like if I could get a hug from him, that's how it's coming through. Like, through these other families and the stories that we hear.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
Oh, if your heart's not warmed by that, you are not living. I love that story.
That's like beautiful.
Now let's take a look at this. Nora Naveed, she's a very talented musician to keep the music talk going here, Lauren. She's 17 years old, and she not only plays the piano, she also plays the violin.
She was so touched by the Liam Finnegan Music Program, in fact, that she donated her entire college savings to help provide those much-needed infant soothers.
Coming up, the ultimate Emmy fashion look back. So much more to come right here on the show.
And exclusive Shania on not apologizing for being sexy.
More people in a moment. She shouldn't apologize. I'm not always strong. I cannot believe that it has been 25 years since Shania Twain shot to superstardom with her blockbuster breakthrough album, The Woman in Me.
Yes, and to celebrate, she's releasing a remastered Diamond Edition out on October 2nd. Sandra got the exclusive with Shania.
Can you believe it's been 25 years since The Woman in Me came out?
It's really hard. Can you pinch me through the screen? Pinch me to remind. Yeah, it's crazy.
Though the album won a Grammy and sold over 4 million copies in 1995, it was Shania's sexy image that grabbed headlines. Tamed by today's standards, it was downright risque back then.
My intentions were always to stick to my creative and artistic vision and direction. That included femininity, it included sensuality, to my level of comfort. So I was confident in showing my midriff. I was confident in being braless. I didn't feel that I should apologize for being feminine.
When you look back 25 years ago to that woman in you from 1995, is there anything that the woman in you today would say to her?
I had things to say, I had opinions, and I felt as though I was, the more woman I looked, the more curves that developed, the less seriously I was taken for what I was thinking up here.
Happens to me too.
And I think it does to all women. Felt like I had to work harder than the average guy.
Yeah, when you keep bad company.
Stunning at age 55, Shania is rocking a leopard jumpsuit in Orville Peck's new Legends Never Die video, similar to the one she wore in 1998's That Don't Impress Me Much. The only difference now, she's the mom to a teenager and quarantining with her second husband, Fred Tebow.
You know that when you are surviving COVID emotionally as a couple, you have a strong, solid future and, a tight relationship. So that's a bonus.
I am so happy to hear that. And I'm so glad that for me, at the time, I'm single. Shania is also returning to television. She will executive produce a series based on the popular Heart of Texas novels. Lawrence and Kay.
As always, thank you, Sandra. The virtual Emmys are this Sunday on ABC. Jimmy Kimmel's hosting.
Love that. Now, because there won't be the typical red carpet this year, I spoke to People's Style and Beauty Director Andrea Laventhal about the best Emmy looks from the past 20 years. Take a look. Talking fashion, I've never felt so good about myself for wearing pink. You're wearing pink. Am I in vogue? What is this?
I think we just got like the memo that we just feel good in pink.
Yeah. Talking about the Emmys, unfortunately, no red carpet this year. How much are people going to miss all of the glitz and the glamour of the red carpet?
I don't think we've ever been so desperate for a glamorous red carpet moment as we are now. And unfortunately, we're not going to get one.
I'm going to miss the red carpet. So let's take a look at the fashion on the Emmy red carpet for the last 20 years. We're going to take a stroll down memory lane, and let's go back to 2003 right now. SJP can do no wrong. She's in Chanel. Tell me about it.
So, of course, SJP is going to hit the Emmys red carpet wearing basically what I call couture cotton candy. I mean, it's Chanel, and this is really high fashion.
Okay, let's go to 2004. A year later, brace yourself, Jennifer Aniston, also in Chanel. This is so effortless, like chef's kiss. Mwah.
It's unfair how beautiful the two of them were and still are. What's so great about this look is how timeless it is. Also, let's talk about that hair.
Could we please?
Was she on a surfboard and then came off, changed into the gown, put on a little bronzer? Because that's what it looks like in the best way possible.
Blake Lively. Let's take a look at this. Versace, perfect.
Yeah, I think she was pretty much like, I'm on the show called Gossip Girl. Everyone thinks my name's Serena. It's not. It's Blake, and look at me. And that's exactly what we did and still do.
Love it. Okay, 2011, Gwyneth Paltrow and Emilio Pucci. Talk to me.
Back in 2011, when she wore this, it was quite polarizing, like a crop top on the red carpet. Gwyneth, have you gone crazy? So leave it to her to be so fashion forward.
Sofia Vergara and Zaher Murad.
I think she has made this her signature silhouette so much that they should just call it the Sophia. It hugs you in all the right places when you look like her.
2014, I submit Julia Roberts. She's in Elie Saab, Couture. What do we think about mini dresses on the Emmy red carpet?
I think that if you're Julia Roberts, you're like, look, I'm Julia Roberts. I'm gonna wear whatever I want, and what I want is a mini dress. And the rest of us are like, you're perfect, it's gorgeous, amazing.
We're going 2016. We're going Kerry Washington with a baby bump, which I loved. She gave birth 2.5 weeks after she walked the red carpet in 2016.
It feels like when she and Brandon Maxwell were designing this together for her, she was like, okay, you're taking notes. I want a cutout, I want a cape, and I want my boobs to look amazing. And he was like, done, done, done.
2018, Tracee Ellis Ross, Valentino Couture.
Like, let's be honest, this is a lot of dress. But Tracee is known for loving drama and being bold. We live for moments like this. Otherwise, it's like everybody just looks pretty and the same and it's kind of boring, but then you get a moment like this and you're like, wow.
Oh, I love all of those looks. The Emmys air this Sunday on ABC, and People and Entertainment Weekly's Red Carpet live show will air this Sunday from 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Time, hosted by our friend, Jeremy Parsons.
Woo!
Jeremy, at this point, I feel like I should ask you where it's not. The list might be short.
Let me tell you where you can watch. People TV, People Facebook, People Twitter, People YouTube, EW Facebook, EW Twitter, EW YouTube. You ready for more? People TV Facebook and People TV Twitter. So we got some options there, okay? Please watch this Sunday. Guys, you ready for the Masked Star reveal? The moment we've all been waiting for? Here we go, the clues. We reported on her in yesterday's show. Disney gave her her big break, and she sang for President Clinton when she was just 12. Any guesses?
Lily Allen? No.
No, good guess. Lawrence, anything?
Per usual, nothing over here.
How about Ashley Tisdale? Remember we talked about her yesterday?
She just got married.
Just announced she's preggo.
Baby.
Yes, she is expecting.
Little Juno reference there. Coming up this week in People History, a look back at Britney Spears' marriage to K-Fed. Next, great job, good luck.
Thank you.
Well, Lawrence K. Jackson, we did it. A first week of shows so fun. We made it.
Oh my gosh, Kay, what a rush. We end our week with This Week in People History, a look back at some of the iconic covers over these past 46 years.
Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you back here on Monday. Be safe. 2004, the secret wedding of Britney Spears to Kevin Federline. Britney ditched the lavish wedding she had planned for the next month and slashed her guest list from 100 to just 27. She told People at the time that she was feeling, quote, elated with her fairy tale dream wedding. 2009, remembering the light of Patrick Swayze. After a 20-month battle with pancreatic cancer, he died on September 14th at his home with his wife Lisa by his side. Throughout his success and fame, his one true love was always Lisa. In an interview with Barbara Walters, he said, quote, I have no greater respect for any other human being on this earth like I have for her. Our final People cover is from 1984, the birth of Prince Harry, who arrived 1 week early on September 15th in the same room where his older brother Prince William was born just 2 years prior. Harry made his Hollywood debut a year after his birth, traveling to California for an official trip with his parents and older brother. Now, 34 years later, Harry lives in Santa Barbara with Meghan and Archie.